Hello, and welcome back to Star Trek Online Cadet to Fleet Admiral. We're on part 8, and today we're going to be doing the Vault. We're going to see what Starfleet is going to give us this time. They promise that it's not going to be as combat heavy, or that's what they implied in the mission briefing, if you remember from last episode. Alright, before we get started, if you would like to support the stream, please consider using one of my chat options in the description below. We have sponsored messaging and Streamlabs chat. Streamlabs costs money, and I get all the money from that. Or the sponsored messaging, which will play a silent 15-second video in this corner of the screen here, and I will get some ad revenue from that, and your message will pop up straight after. So without further ado, let's get on with it and get all our duty officer missions collected. Oop. Need to do that. What's that?
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
And look at that, we just leveled up. Leveled up without doing anything. So we'll get some more duty officer missions going after the main mission. Just get a new skill point. Good here. Shield capacity, always good. Just one space skill point, isn't it? Yep. There we go. Right, so yeah, if you remember, we headed out to Starbase Sierra. We didn't enter the system yet, and we got to speak to Lieutenant Commander De Soto in the Admiral's office. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting mission, I believe. Right, if you are joining me live, by the way, I will try and keep up with any sort of chat that goes on, but obviously I'm playing the game, so it's kind of hard to keep looking over and keeping on top of everything. If you do send like a sponsored message in or something like that, I will get like a notification that pops up. So it's a lot easier for me to check it. Okay, so let's go in. If you catch it on the replay, don't forget, leave the stream a like. Every like helps. Subscribe if you haven't already. Same if you're watching live, really. Here we go. It is a very pretty ship. I can't get over how pretty it is. I mean, the ram scoops at the front could do with maybe a little work, but on the whole, we'll just head over to the starbase. Right, let's beam down to the station. Sorry about the momentary silence, I was just trying to sort something out on the other monitor there. Oh no, it's a disco. Right, where's the Admiral's office now? Is it? Oh, it's right there. Walking into walls. Wow, she's got a big office. This is bigger than Quinn's office. Right, so I'm talking to that guy.
In order to avoid drawing too much attention, you need to fly under the radar, so to speak. Admiral Tenay has authorized the requisition of a shuttlecraft for you. You can fulfill the requisition in the shipyard. Once you're ready, take the shuttlecraft out to the Hakona system. If you have a runabout fighter or other such craft available, feel free to use it, but do not approach the system in a starship. We want to avoid the notice of whoever's in the vault. A shuttle will also be able to dock with the vault and explore the interior.
Understood. Also, the Republic Intelligence will be sending one of their best with you on this operation, Commander T0lval. She's been fully briefed and will transport to your vessel as soon as you're ready to depart for Hakona. I trust this won't be a problem, Lieutenant Commander. Not at all.
Any questions?
Is this a Section 31 operation?
What? Oh, that mythical boogeyman organization? No. This is a standard Starfleet operation at the behest of Admiral Tenay and supported by Starfleet intelligence. In case you were wondering, that means that you should observe all regulations and don't start a war.
A little bit late for that. Have you been paying attention to what I've been doing?
Any questions?
What can I expect at the vault?
Borg technology, T0lval weapons like the ones used by Shinzon, cloaking mines, and heavy graviton beams? We're not entirely sure. That's why we need eyes inside. The station itself is near a micronebula and surrounded by a tachyon detection grid. Even a cloaked ship wouldn't be able to sneak in there. You should also expect automated defenses like turrets and cannons. We haven't spotted any ships in the vicinity, fortunately. Although with Romulan cloaking, anything is possible.
Sounds like fun.
Any questions?
What if I need support?
Starfleet will make sure to have a ship or two in range for a rapid response in case of emergency. Hopefully, though, you'll be able to keep things quiet and that won't be necessary. Of course, missions rarely go exactly as planned.
Yeah, because you keep sending inexperienced officers on them. Okay.
Any questions?
No more questions.
Very well. Remember, you must use a shuttlecraft, runabout, fighter, or similar small operations craft to undertake this mission. We need on-site intel from the interior of the vault. Starfleet will not clear you to enter the Hakona system otherwise. Good luck.
And then you got this little bit here. You can purchase a runabout for energy credits. I'll purchase a Delta Flyer from the Zen store instead of using a shuttlecraft. Now I actually do have a few. The C store, Zen store as it is now. Shuttles, but I won't be using those either because it's not fair. I have the Yellowstone runabout. I have a Class F shuttle, original Series 1. A few other things. I think there should be odds through here. I think I've got the Delta Flyer. Run into walls again. Shipyard. This game is being very juddery tonight and I don't know why. Right, so the requisitions. So what we want to do is filter this down to just small craft. Right, so Captain's Yacht. I have this. This is the. This I think is from a vet reward. This one is a regular Danube, is it? That's Earth, Delta, Yellowstone, yeah. So the freebies are basically this one. It'll cost me 34,000 energy credits, so I've only got 20,000. And then there's this one. That's an actual free one. This one comes up as free, but I think that I've got that through vet rewards. I'm not going to use that. I've got this one also. Price 0. Yep, I've got the Delta Flyer too. I have this too. Do I have that? Apparently I have one of those as well. That one I don't have. So yeah, we'll just go with the regular Type 8 shuttle. And it's named it like it's a ship. Not a ship, is it? Is there a ship Taylor here? I seem to remember. No, look at that guy, he's just beating on the console. Right, so yeah, we need to talk here. We need to pick this because we have to select our ship. I think. Speak with the shuttle information officer. Should have done that first, I think. There we go. Yeah, that's me not reading. Right. I can provide information on shuttles and other small craft. Also, if you happen to lose your captain's yacht or commander's gig, let me know. Told to report to you. I can provide you with necessary information on shuttles in general, so feel free to ask whatever you wish. When you're ready to actually claim your shuttle, which we've already done, you need to speak to that guy, the Andorian. You must be in a shuttle or fighter when entering the vault system. Okay. Right. I can't remember. How do we switch to the shuttle? No, go to system. Can't ready it. See, it's got one of these. All these are shuttle specific. It's like except for the warp core. What we're going to do here is rename it. We don't want USS on it because it's not a starship. And it's Shuttlecraft 14. Let's make it Shuttlecraft 5. Okay. Maybe we'll just beam up and we've got to switch to it. Up there, or am I just being dumb? Am I being dumb? Okay. Well, let's just beam up and see. Can't remember how to switch to the shuttlecraft. And to be honest, it didn't actually tell you. No, we don't want to beam down. Anyway, wow, look at this guy. Who's the commander? Was that one of those? Was that a tier 6 one that was leveling up with him? Right from here, status. Do we do it from inside the ship? Move quick. That last duty officer one's finished, so I'm just refine that dilithium. Yeah, did we do it from inside the ship? Is it stashed? I know there's a small craft bridge there, but we've actually got to switch to the shuttle. Where would you do it? I would imagine in engineering there should be a shuttle bay. They were supposed to be adding a shuttle bay actually. There's library files. We don't have any trophies yet. Accolades. Oh, we've got the Metreon gas one. Shop 2 ships. Let's go. This is basically what this is supposed to be. Well, this isn't an Excalibur, it's a variant, but that's the one. Well, let's check out engineering. Not actually took you around the ship, have I? I think it might be this one. The transporter room. Well, let's go see a really oversized warp core for this type of ship. There you go. There's the warp core from a Sovereign class. Explains a lot, doesn't it? Why we're defeating Deridexes with this. And the corridors are massive. There we go, yeah. Select small craft. Oh. This is your current starship. This is your current starship. Okay. Okay. Nice ship interior. Because we should actually be in the shuttle. We're not in the shuttle? Am I just being really dumb? Is that what it is? Switch starship. You're supposed to be able to do that from the inside of the ship. And there we go. Figured it out. You can tell how often I've done this. There we go. Right, so now we need to go to Harkona. This thing should do warp 2, it won't. Warp 5. It is actually a bit slower. Slower than my starship, that's interesting. Right, we have enough powers. We want to turn auto fire off. Right, so let's add brace for impact. Evasive maneuvers, even though it gets crazy in a shuttle. Rotate shield frequencies. I don't think there's any bridge officer stations for this. Copy wrong. Small crafts. Yeah, nothing. See, the other ones, the premium ones, they do have bridge officer stations, even though they're only like one bridge officer. Well, we're on our way there. I'm just going to check something out quick.
He's lying to himself more than he's...
Didn't mean to do that, guys. Sorry. Need to do that, guys. Sorry. And again. Been a proper boomer tonight. No, it seems to be okay. I was just getting a weird notification from YouTube, but everything seems to be okay. The Streamlabs says everything's okay, so I'm going to believe it. How far I can zoom out. That's how small this thing is. Oh, we're nearly there. Somewhere. Where is it? Could be right in front of us. I'm not seeing a star system. Serene Prime. Oh, coming up. 6 light years. Oh, I can just about make it out now. It is actually the vault we see. We're not actually seeing the star. Drinking a lot tonight. It's hot than hell here. Right, let's begin the vault.
Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Riemann ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon.
Okay.
Sensors are reading a sophisticated tachyon detection network, as well as several patrolling vessels. For an abandoned station, this facility certainly has a lot of activity. My people are experts at stealth technology. If we want to approach unseen, we must avoid confrontation and find a way to evade or jam their sensor grid. We must assume that if we engage the ships here, they'll notify whoever is left on the station, and it may become difficult to find an entry point.
Right, so we've got to avoid patrol vessels and evade sensor nets. While approaching the vault, consult with your officers for options. Right, so on the map here, there's obviously some different things. Sneak into the vault, examine derelict ship, optional. Examine subspace booster relay, optional. Examine asteroid near navigational beacon, optional. Okay. Let's see what we've got to say.
The remnants are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of the ships, we'll probably have to fight them all. And there's no telling how many are cloaked here. We have a number of possible options to explore.
You know, you're wrong there. We won't have to fight them all if we pick a fight with one ship, because we're in a Type 8 shuttle. We will be very dead after picking a fight with the first ship. Right, so communication satellite?
All of the construction work out here must have required the use of a lot of worker shuttles and a communication booster. We might be able to dig up some information about the station's communication network, if we can find a subspace relay satellite.
Oh, it's there.
The remnants are all over this system. Sensors are reading a small derelict worker ship near some of the asteroid debris. We might find helpful clues there. The remnants are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of them, the material requirements to make a base of that size must have been enormous. There's a lot of stellar debris here. Probably remnants of asteroids or fragments from moons that were mined for raw materials. We might be able to do something useful with them. One of the large asteroids has a navigational beacon. The T0lval must have placed it there for some reason. The remnants are all over this system. If we start a fight with one of them, there's a small patch of nebula gases near the station. The static discharges in the area are highly intense. We may be able to cover an approach to the station by traveling through the nebula. This would be risky, because the nebula would cloud our tactical displays and interfere with our shields, but it would almost certainly keep the station's sensor grid from detecting us until we're right on top of them.
Right, okay. Now, why would you build a station like that? It needs to be protected, and I'm assuming know what's coming all the time. Right next to a patch of nebula gases, which are going to blind your senses.
The remnants are all over this system.
Okay. So that's the asteroid now. Those two. Give them a wide berth and check this out. No.
This asteroid is unusually large, and it's clearly been mined. It was probably used for raw construction materials, like most of the debris here. This particular asteroid contains pergium, titanium, and uranium. It was probably tractored from a nearby system and brought here to construct hull components and power systems. We could probably cut a piece from the asteroid with our weapons for further analysis.
You're an engineer.
This fragment is full of duranium. With a little bit of radiation, it'll cause duranium shadows on scanners, which would look like a weapon suite. If the T0lval set up their sensor net appropriately, their scanners will exclude this kind of stellar debris. If we give the fragment a nudge with our tractor beam and follow along behind it, we could slip through the sensor grid.
Okay. We don't have a tractor beam, do we?
Follow that rock.
Oh, it's the engines, eh? Whoa, that's sped up.
Approaching the tachyon grid perimeter. If we're detected by it, that will definitely alert the Remans.
There we go, we got in.
Picking up some unusual energy readings. We'll need to explore the accessible interior areas and see what we can find. Looks like there's another access conduit across from us. We'll have to think three-dimensionally in here. Sensor readings are also picking up a few scattered life signs.
Okay, let's search the vault then. Yeah, it's pretty big.
We've tripped some security systems.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Well, they definitely know that we're here now.
The doors are a massive set of interior bulkhead doors. They're segmenting the different parts of the base. Possibly a safety measure in case something went wrong in one of the central areas. Access appears to be controlled by use of security keys. We can disable it if we can find a code block that matches part of a security key.
Okay, puzzle time.
This defense turret was hooked into part of the security network. There's a security code in its subsystem. Code block 6750.
750.
The security key is on a rotation. Each code block matches a piece of one key. Key in the appropriate code when the rotation matches to it. Trying a code on the wrong rotation will probably... That's it. Well done. We should be able to bypass the system and gain access now.
Something about microgravity. Right, we don't want to be flying through the green place.
That was a little rough. This would be easier if we had a runabout or a Delta Flyer.
Oh, right, yeah.
Microgravity storage crates. Mostly construction supplies. No weapons or unusual energy signatures.
Oh, there's a lot of hostiles coming up. Oh, looky here. If we can get through without being tripping these guys.
Warning. Ship is
Nope.
under attack. Four shields failing. Rear shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Warning. Ship is under attack. Hull integrity below 75%.
I don't know what type of shields these are. Should have a look. See if they're regenerative or resilient or what. What is that?
Above us, that's a Borg sphere. The T0lval must have used this base as a storage facility and research area for Borg technology. Electrical discharges, probably from ionization leaking from the sphere and research nodes. We should be cautious about flying too close to them.
Oh, we've got to actually scan the sphere, haven't we?
The Borg sphere is dormant, like it's been put to sleep. It's not the source of the strange readings that long-range scans detected. Looks like the sphere's hooked into part of the local systems network. We should be able to exit through the other doors now. Probably a safety precaution to keep them locked.
Fair enough. The only issue with this game, you can't actually go vertically down. Or up, for that matter. It's the way. No, it's not the way. Is it?
Warning. Ship is under attack. Four shields failing.
Hope everybody can remember the way we came in.
Quiet in this area. Too quiet.
How is it too quiet? Largely abandoned, you already said that. There's scattered life signs. So there should be about 1 million people on this base. This bit's purple. Respawn unlocked. Aileron reactor.
This is disturbing. We're looking at a facility used to build Thaleron weapons. If the Remans have infiltrated this base, they may be trying to secure those weapons.
Really?
So our intruder finally arrives at the heart of the matter. Have you seen all that you came to see, little spy?
Yeah, sure.
Does it really matter? Call me Obasek, if a name is that important to you.
What are you doing here?
That should be obvious. I intend to make use of this station to further my agenda. Your presence, however, is a bit more curious. I expect that you are operating under the shroud of Empress Sela, whether you realize it or not.
I'm not an agent of Empress Sela.
Did you know Sela's mother was a human? And a Starfleet officer, no less. Given Starfleet's many attempts at interference with the Romulan Star Empire over the years, it is quite obvious that at least some elements of both organizations are cooperating. Either that, or possibly your Starfleet has been tricked into doing the Empress's bidding.
Probably. Starfleet is a peaceful organization of exploration, not a political tool. How wrong is that statement? On a scale of 1 to 10. If you watch this on a replay, let's leave us a comment. How wrong is this? So 1 being not wrong at all, or 10 being very wrong. Even if I was an operative of Sela, how would that change the situation? Yeah.
Points for your keen observation regarding the precariousness of your situation. In short, it does not. You are an interloper, and a potential wrinkle in my plans, so you must be eliminated.
If I knew the nature of your plans, we could arrange some mutually beneficial solution.
Never rely on the noble intentions of spies and thieves, Captain. And you and I are either one or the other.
Oh, we have a diplomacy one here, so the only intention is to determine what is amiss in this situation. Oh, since we're on a similar footing, at least we can do is show courtesy, yeah?
I appreciate your level-headedness in an unfortunate situation. As you must have surmised, though, I have already located the Thaleron weapons that I need. One of my ships has completed transporting them, and soon we shall make our first strike against the Romulans in our war for liberation. Sadly, we cannot trust any outside powers to ally with us. Our freedom must be won by our own hands.
Alright, we're gonna go down the diplomatic route here. You know, we should have been taught all this at the academy. Right, so the diplomacy one. The Federation has always promoted freedom. While I cannot condone the use of Thaleron weapons, I can empathise with your plight.
Your honesty under pressure is refreshing. Lesser beings would be scheming to learn my plans or begging for mercy. Your intellect and discretion do you credit.
Right, so I can either go with I cannot condone the use of Thaleron weapons despite your justifications. Or we'll go with this one. The use of Thaleron weapons will have lasting repercussions.
I will deal with the future when it arrives. For me, there is no tomorrow until my people are free. However, I respect your commitment to your position. It's a shame we are at cross purposes. I am afraid our time is at an end. My associates have already finished loading the Thaleron weapons that we need, and I have other operations to manage. I think we both know what happens now. May your death be quick and valorous.
Oh. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. Under attack now. Scorpion fighters. just missing him. Miss. There we go. Any more for any more? The Scorpion fighters can't be much good. We have to escape. I think the tractor beam's only effective at 5 kilometers. I didn't think those things had cloaking devices. That's it, you run away. There we go, got all the cloaking. That's one down. Or is it 2 more? Looks like my torpedoes seem to be very overpowered. Hit those things.
Left shields failing.
Then we come in here and we have a Mugai heavy warbird. We are in a Type 8 shuttle. It's like trying to swat a fly with a nuke.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Sure there's more than one of them. Right, I think we can actually get past this.
Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Blast the door locks.
Ship is under attack.
Go! Go, 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 go! In the words of Bender, cheese it!
Target's shield has failed. Target's shield has failed. Right shield failing. Left shield failing. Right shield failing.
Don't go through the plasma. Hang on.
There's still power in most of the station. Some of these conduits are damaged. Keep an eye out for energy discharges.
There's an abandoned fighter somewhere around here. Ah!
Is under attack.
I should just fly into it. Huh. Sure it come up with examine abandoned fighter, but could have been wrong. T0lval, light warbird. Yeah, we don't even want to be engaging in that. There's a hail shuttle then too. Disappeared. Oh well, whatever. Let's get out of here. If we can.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Nope. Ow. Undiplomatic. We tried. Leave the vault.
We must stop Obisek's ship. They cannot be allowed to possess Thaleron weapons. We can use the subspace booster satellite outside the station to send a message to Starfleet as soon as we're clear of the interior. But Obisek's warship will almost certainly attack us when we do. We'll have to survive long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Really? Really? Let's go hide in a nebula.
Reinforcements have arrived and are just past that nebula. We don't have much time. We need to meet with our allies and stop that ship.
No, we need to dock with a big ship. The Duradex battlecruiser. What's this? This is a galaxy class,
We are
isn't
now
it?
in USS Laza is signaling us. They're going to engage the Riemann ship, but they want us to take care of the fighters and plasma torpedoes.
Oh, great.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
We're trying. Let's get out of here. No shields in this nebula.
That was quite an explosion. Probably from the Thaleron weapons carried aboard the ship. We're going to leave the system under high warp to draw off any reinforcements that might come looking. Suggest you return to Federation space.
Yeah, alright. Thank you. Wow. Surprised it was even capable of warp, to be honest. Right, Starbase 39 Sierra. Now we should be able to switch ships again. How did we do it? No. Be cooler if there was a docking animation. Everything is right where I left it. Cool. Alright. Let's go. What, 5.56? Bit faster than the shuttle. Still takes a week and a half to get anywhere though. Yeah, debriefing with Disato. The Starfleet intelligence, they don't want us using subspace for some reason. But there are no secure channels. Well done, getting a tier 6 ship of your choice. Those little fly through notifications there. He's opened a lockbox and won a tier 6 ship. But it'll be one of the special ones that are only available in lockboxes. Like the JJ prize. Or disgracery. Something like that. Six light years to go. See Excalibur. Jupiter Force. Is that the old Stoked guys. Jupiter Force. If anybody remembers that show, really used to enjoy it. Cliff docking, yeah. Fly closer. Yeah. Beam on down. Another disgracery guy. Admittedly, I think they gave the uniforms away for free. Admiral's office.
I've taken a preliminary look at your logs, and it seems that things went a bit unexpectedly. I have a feeling this isn't the last time we'll be seeing the vault. The Reman commander you encountered is definitely a major player in the disintegration of the Romulan Star Empire. I'm going to send the information you gathered about him over to an old colleague of mine, Dr. Maximilian Peters, for analysis. If this Reman is a leader in their separatist movement, we'll have to deal with him again. And hopefully Dr. Peters can work up a psychological profile for him, and a sociological analysis of the separatists. Our next step will be to decode the signal intelligence and go through any remnants left from the ship that was destroyed near the vault. Now that we know that the Remans were hoping to use T0lval weapons, we need to figure out their target location. Right now, Starfleet knows far too little about a civil war in the making, but it'll take time to sift through all of the data. Keep in touch. Starfleet will notify you when we have a lead. Oh, and thanks for the good work.
You're most very welcome, but can I point something out here? Civil War. Civil War, right? Why does that involve... Why are we being involved in this? I mean, I know it might be a shift in power or whatever in the quadrant, but still, dude, we're of equal rank, to talk candidly. It's a civil war, an internal war between the Romulans and the Remans. Not our problem, dude.
Excellent work. We need to learn more about the conflict between Obasek and the Romulans. Sila's forces may indeed be hounding the Remans, but the use of Thaleron weapons is unacceptable. Not even the Klingons or the Breen will stoop to such barbarism. Starfleet intelligence will be working to decode the list of possible targets you acquired from the base's databanks. The next step may be to investigate these sites and find out why the Remans want to destroy them.
Alright, cool, we got a better warp core. Alright, so it's not choose one. We'll get Scorpion fighters. 6, launches 3 level. Oh, yeah, this is a ship device, okay. Okay, so we won't be able to actually use that anyway. We get a nice new overcharged warp core with a bat on it. So that will give us plus 7.5 additional auxiliary power, plus 5 maximum auxiliary power, maximum warp factor of 6.67. It says max speed modified by sector space speed skill. Now, as far as I'm aware, that skill's been removed. And plus 7.5 to ship battery expertise. So every time we use, if we use auxiliary batteries or shield batteries, something like that, they'll last a bit longer or give us a bit more power, and we got some dilithium.
I have
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Level 15. Wow, look at all those dudes. Right. Oh yeah, these are emergency R&D holograms because I believe. We've just unlocked crafting. I have new missions for you. You receive the following reward: crafting tutorial reward package. Now we can ask her a question about that, but
Starfleet intelligence has decoded the list of Reman targets that you recovered from the vault. I need you to investigate one of these locations and determine why Obasek and his forces planned an attack there. The Vahar system is still technically part of the Romulan Star Empire, but Ferengi speculators have moved in, and the Empress has done nothing to remove them. The Ferengi have reopened the mines and are now doing business with anyone with Latinum. You will go to the Vahar system under the pretense of negotiating a possible trade agreement with the Federation. Talk to Madron, the operator of the mines. Convince him to allow you access. Find out all you can. Once we know why Obasek and the Remans are targeting these mines, then we will be able to decide how to proceed.
some more spying. We'll accept
I
that.
have new missions for you.
It's really creepy when the voice changes. Okay. Right, we have bridge officer position. Hang on, TAC officer. You have tactical team. Collect reward. I know there's no space right now. Right, what have we got? Oh, we've got a ground and a space point. Right, so we could go with hull restoration, shield restoration. This is a useful skill to have. When useful, it speeds up the rate at which power returns to each of your subsystems. So every time you fire a weapon, power drains. If you've got this skill, it'll come back a bit quicker. When you've gone to full impulse, all the power drains from everything else into your engines, and then when you stop using full impulse, it takes time for power to go back. You've probably seen it. That'll again improve the speed, so that's something that we do want. We do want these two. It's more important right now. Let's do more damage. Projectile weapons, so that's our photon torpedoes. Ground, endurance training, and crits, and penetration. Additional shield X. Right, so let's go with that. Oh right, okay. Did we? Yeah, we selected that, didn't we? Right, so we can go here. Willpower, ground skill, or device expert. Go with this one. That one. Come on. Okay. Oh, we've got one of those for attack as well. Right, threat control. Which is what we want. We don't have any hangers. Oh, actually give us an extra power, we can turn it on. So we'll generate minus 100 threat without when we don't activate it, and then when we activate it, we'll generate plus 100 threat. So right now, not hugely useful. We're not playing in teams, and let's face it, we've got a very small ship that's pretty squishy right now. Right, so let's have a look. Yeah, what, 5.56? Yeah, well, let's go with this. Let's go faster. Faster's always good. What was structural integrity field or something, was it? Nope, emitter array. What's the current science one? Emitter amplifier. Emitter array. I'm not sure which one of those is actually better. Plus 7.5% shield regeneration, or 11.3. That's not percent. Let's try it. Doesn't make... Come on. There we go. Right. So replicate. And get rid of that. And we can get rid of that. And I'm pretty sure we can't actually use this. Maybe we can. Okay. Oh, it's not a hanger pet, is it? That's, yeah, alright, that's a consumable one. Consumed on use. So if we get in a tight spot, right, okay. Let's beam on up. Right, I'm going to actually end the stream in a second. I just wanted to do this extra one tonight because I cut it short on Wednesday. And it gets us another mission done. We've gone like an hour, an hour and 20 minutes. It's not too bad. Now, I'm going to exit to sector space. We're going to pick up some more duty officer missions. But we're only 5 levels off now. Hitting commander. Then we'll get another nice new ship. let's just pick up these. Right, map. Can't do that. We can do this. We're just literally going to do anything that we can do. Six assignments. Can we do this one? Guys, yeah. The R&D holograms are going in there now. Department heads. I think we've got those guys. Yep. Looks like it for engineering, operations. We got relocate cornice. I'm not replicating anything right now. I'll have to get rid of them eventually. Anything for science. Got some exploration ones. I know I'm using all these R&D holograms up right now. They are required in crafting. I wonder what happened to that crafting mission thing that popped up. Unless it was a glitch. Medical. Really, anything I can do there? Probably get into the sort of limits now. No, we don't want to do that. Actually, that's going to cost us... Yeah, it's not going to cost us anything. We'll do it. I generally don't use ship devices all that often. Nothing there, but we've got 18 on the go now out of a possible 20 slots. So we did. We've made a bit of progress. Right, R&D. This is how it works. Just quickly, I've unlocked it. So, just select an R&D school on the left to find a project. These slots unlock, it tells you here, raise any school to level 2, 4, 5, 15, and purchase this slot from your Fleet Research Lab. And down here we've got all the different schools. So we've got beams, cannons, engineering, ground weapons, kits and modules, projectile science, shields, officer training, special projects. So pretty self-explanatory. You want to build a beam array? Do it here. Want to build cannons, warp cores and stuff. I think it's just warp cores, ground armor, impulse engines, warp cores. Blah 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 blah. Alright. Now it says you have a required duty officer on another assignment. Those R&D holograms needed for this. But these are the ones that we will just be doing. These very bottom ones are in every single school. And it's just basically grinding experience these. And you require duty officer one of those. And it's in every single one. Obviously we can only do one at a time right now. Because we've only got one slot. So what we'll do, we'll concentrate on like beams. Rank that up to level 2, that will open up this one, then we can do beams and another one. So we won't be doing cannons right away because we don't have any cannons. Might do engineering, we'll probably do projectiles actually. So we'll do beams and projectiles. Beams will probably get to level 4 before this one gets to level 3, 2 or 3. So that'll unlock that one. And so on and so on. And eventually we'll have all the slots open and we can just work on these. And we can get some fairly okay gear from this lot. The only thing is making sure you've got enough crafting materials to actually make the stuff. Again, it's all found inside the game. But if you can't be bothered looking, because it can take a while, you can always go to the exchange and purchase it from there. But anyway, it's been fun tonight. I hope you guys enjoy the video, the stream. I'll catch you next week on Wednesday at the usual time. In the meantime, again, if you like what you saw, leave us a like. It really does help. Subscribe if you haven't already. And other than that, just, you know, play nice, be good, have fun, and live long and prosper. Bye bye.